Good morning, everyone. So, welcome to Life Coach Access. So, your daily access with professional certified life coaches brought to you by Life Coach Philippines. Life Coach Philippines is our community of professional life coaches certified by the Global Institute for Coaches and Entrepreneurs, a bona fide institute for mental health that is based in Dallas, Texas, USA. Life Coaching Access is our service to the community, and we aim to help individuals experience the process of transformation through the platform of life coaching. If you want to know more about our international coaching classes and services, please connect with Coach Rizel through 0917-586-1661 for assistance. So I am Coach Cherry Minas. I am also certified by the Institute. And for today, the title of my segment is Rescue from Self-Sabotage. So get out in the way of your own progress. So this is going to be 4 Thursdays, and I'm starting today. For today, I'm going to introduce you to self-sabotage. Maybe you have been a saboteur yourself, self-saboteur yourself in the past, but let us see how else or how do you do self-sabotage, because this is what we're going to work on for this for my project. So yeah. And yes, as I have said, I am Cherry Minas. I'm a life coach. And you can find me on my personal account on Facebook, that is Cherry Minas. And also find me at my Facebook page, Coach Chair. And today, I would like to encourage you to do a hashtag and post your aha moment for this session on your Facebook page, Facebook group, or on your personal Facebook account. And post your aha moment with the hashtag Pack My Bag Moment and hashtag Life Coaching Access. So, yeah, guys. So, what is self sabotage? Are you familiar with this? Yeah, I'm smiling because I'm so familiar with this. And I have been working uh, myself, I have been working with self sabotage. So, what is self sabotage actually? So we hear this a lot. And what does it really mean? Because sometimes we are blinded and we think that it's okay. We are in our comfort zone. And I would not really say it's comfort zone. It's a familiar zone because it's not actually comfortable. That's why I don't say it's a comfort zone, but it's a familiar zone. So yeah, and yeah, sabotage is when we actively and passively look at that. It's actively, you know that you're sabotaging yourself, or passively, it's subconsciously done. Take steps to prevent ourselves from reaching our own goals. Look at that. It's your own goals. You have set it yourself, and you know you will be successful when you do it. But you do behavior, you do acts that will sabotage yourself. So it can actually affect not only your career, but also your relationship and your personal goals, as like your weight loss. So yeah, I love this meme, this cartoon meme. Who is this? This guy is in Scooby Doo, right? So yeah, he said, "Oh gosh, so who's behind all my problems?" And then when he removed the mask, it's him. So a lot of times we're like that. Um, we may be looking at others, we may be looking at circumstances like, I cannot do anything about this pandemic. So I just we'll sit here at home because of this pandemic. But we look at others as well. But actually, the person behind all of our problems is damn right you. Okay, so let's go to why do we actually self sabotage? Knowing that, when we do all the steps, when we have a goal and we do all the steps towards our goal, we know that we're going to be successful. We know that our life would be better, but still we do self sabotage. Why is that? So, number one, we look at our self worth. So, again, the other day, Tuesday, we talked about self esteem. So, is our self worth lacking or shaky? It goes back to am I worthy? Do I deserve the success? So, imposter syndrome. So, yeah, that is why sometimes it is actually subconsciously done. Um, we think that we do not deserve success. That's why even if we're doing well, like even other people would say, "Oh, you're doing well," and then we sabotage ourselves. We do something to destroy our own success. So yeah, what else? Next would be fear. Oh, fear. So, yes, guys, we have fear of failure and fear of success. The reason why I'm reacting this way because I've been talking to people and like people do not know, other people do not know actually that some people or they themselves have a fear of failure and of maybe have a fear of success. So it goes back to like when you did something before and you failed, you may not do it again because you've been bullied or your parents have not supported you. The people you have expected to support you did not support you. So that's how you sabotage yourself. You fear that you're going to fail and you fear that you're going to succeed. When you fear that you're going to succeed, you may be thinking that when you're on the top, then maybe you have the notion that it's lonely at the top. So what are you going to do when you're at the top? Um, you're not on your familiar zone. You're not on your accustomed zone. So you may do self-sabotaging um, habits or behaviors or actions. Next is we do self-sabotage because we want to control things. So how do we do that? And sometimes it's excessive, so it's not actually helping you, but it's actually stopping you to go reach the goal. So what are examples of excessive control? You want, so for example, you set a goal and of course you have the steps or you have the results that you want, but if you think that things would happen on in the way or things will actually happen um, during your journey towards that goal, then you would stop. That is because you have not controlled the situation. Like you wanted to control the risk, but something happened and you have not foreseen that maybe, and something happened, and then you give up. You easily quit because and you said to yourself, you affirmed to yourself that, see, I cannot control it. There are things that, and you realize that you should realize actually that there are things that you cannot control, and you have to accept that there are things that you cannot control. But that is one reason why we self sabotage, because we want to control all things. So who are resonating with me, who are resonating with the excessive control. So comment down below. And the last thing I would say is your beliefs, the beliefs that you have formed growing up. So look at your beliefs. Are they helpful or are they crippling actually? So sometimes our parents or our caretakers have beliefs, and of course they want us to follow their beliefs, and so we do. And so we check with our beliefs actually if our beliefs are our own, or it is we are believing those because it was installed to us by our parents or by our caretakers. So yeah, those are the things that we do, or the reasons why we self-sabotage. And so for now I will be giving some examples in my life, in the life of others, on how we self-sabotage. So yeah, like, okay, so Cherry, those are the reasons why we self-sabotage. So how do I know if I am actually self-sabotaging? So these are the things that you could check. So if you're prioritizing instant gratification, so I do this, especially in the past, a lot. So let's say when I have a project and things get rough, and I'm not controlling, and like things happen and I don't have control over the things that I want to control. So what do? I don't have control over my relationship. So what do? I watch Netflix, because when I watch, then I don't have to think about my problems. I don't have to think about ways on how to improve myself, and ways on how to actually improve or do things on my project better. Yeah. So another thing is social med scrolling. You 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 always have your phone and like scrolling on IG and liking things and scrolling on Facebook. Distractions. We do distractions for ourselves because it gratifies us instantly, but we're not thinking of our long-term goals. Next, we avoid what needs to be done. So, for example, in a relationship, instead of us voicing out our concern, we just keep it to ourselves, it and then that small thing grows. And like, instead of us having a better and a good relationship, we sabotage it because we have avoided talking to the other person on the early stage of that problem. So yeah, avoiding what needs to be done, even in our career, in our projects. So I remember this, I resonated with her actually. So in our class, in our Coach A coaching club class, one of the coaches said that she had because it's also here, she had procrastinated, and instead of her fixing her internet problem, she had um, she had avoided it. So for some reason, she had avoided it, and so comes our class, she has problems with her internet because instead of her fixing it from the get-go, she had avoided it, and that actually made her having problems with internet during our classes. So I also had that. Instead of me doing things like, for example, for exam, we have cramming, right? Like, instead of you uh, like doing things about your presentation now that it's early from the get-go, you do things that distract you. So yeah, those are self-sabotaging behaviors. Next is not prioritizing self-care. So we eat uh, we eat anything for us to fill our stomach, and then later on we realize that we're not we're not healthy. We realize that we are not sleeping okay, and it affects not just our physical being but our relationship. It affects our performance at work, so it affects our career, and that's how we sabotage ourselves. Next is procrastinating. So yeah, a lot of us, and a lot of self-sabotaging actions or behaviors is seen through procrastination. So instead of you doing it now, you actually postpone it for later, postpone it, and then when the evening comes, we say postpone it for tomorrow. When tomorrow comes, postpone it until it never is done. Nothing is actually done. And the last thing is our automatic negative thoughts. So I am not good enough. So like, okay, we're given a project and we're doing it well, and then comes our negative thoughts. I'm not really made for this. I'm not really cut for this. So yeah, we sabotage ourselves. Even if others actually would say, "You're good at what you're doing. You did all right," and then but ourselves would say, "No, no, no, no." Like there's a shadow, or like there's our other selves telling us that we are not actually worth worthy, we're not worthy, so things like that. So I'm going to be sharing some stories, examples on how we how I in my past life sabotage myself. So first is in my relationship. So I remember what I shared last Tuesday. So sometimes we say that there are the nice guys, there are the better guys, but we choose. I So tell me if you're connecting or resonating with this. But we choose the guy that those the or we say the bad boy image, those that with the bad boy image. Why do we do that? That's actually I would say this is not all, but if you like look at some stories, or maybe your stories, maybe you could relate. Why do we choose the men with the bad boy image? Maybe because we in our relationship are sabotaging ourselves. So let's say, for example, in our family, uh, our parents are not okay. The relationship between our mother and father is not okay. So we thought that we ourselves do not deserve to be loved, and what that's what happened to me before. So I thought because my parents didn't have a good relationship, I thought myself that I do not deserve a good relationship. So I remember before I had a good relationship, friends, and also the opposite sex. So what happened is we're okay. Um, he's a good man, and then uh, like nothing is actually like everything is going well. And then I just said, let's break up. I don't want this anymore. And he was like, why? What did I do wrong? You did nothing wrong. It's me. So it's funny, right? Because there are stories like this. Ako, ako ang dahilan, hindi ikaw. So something like that. And yeah, if we look at it actually, why do we do that to ourselves? And it goes back to our upbringing. It goes back to our old stories. So yeah, I have done that in myself. also with other people, with friends. So some people would actually, so hello to my best friend. Some people would actually work to get near me, to get to know me. And then I just, I just have, this happened a lot of time in the past when I was in high school, especially. And also in college. So people come to me and they want to be friends with me. And, I just do something to destroy the relationship. I don't show up because, friendship is give and take, right? So you give and that, like, you know what I mean. So it's also a two-way relationship. And what I do is I don't do my job. I don't appear when, things should be done, like for special occasions. For example, it's the birthday of the other one. Sometimes I would not go to the party. So yeah, it's crazy, right? You In the past, I would actually say, "Am I crazy? Why do I do this to myself?" And yeah, what are other things? The other thing that I did before is yeah, fear of success. I don't want to be first because I know in myself, or I told myself, that's automatic negative thought ants. I thought that I don't deserve success because my parents would tell me that I don't deserve it. I don't deserve to be alive even. And yeah, I thought that I don't deserve this. I don't deserve um, because in my elementary years, I was always the first in our class. And then I just self-sabotage. And good thing in my secondary uh, life, so in my secondary life, during high school, um, I worked I worked hard, and I got second. And I was thinking, I don't want to be first because I don't want to have the burden uh to be like, wow, you're the first in the class. I don't want people to like look at me like that because I know, or I thought, and I believed before that I do not deserve praises because I was not praised even once in my childhood days. So that's what I thought. And um, that was through introspection, how I learned through life coaching. That's how I learned that was my thought, because that subconsciously I was self-sabotaging. I did not know I was doing that. So yeah, share me your thoughts, your stories of self-sabotage, because even the most successful people actually have done something once or twice in their lives to sabotage their own success. So yeah, and guys, it's not the end of the world. Know this: self-sabotage is an inside game. It is a mind game. So it's all about your thoughts, what you're thinking, your beliefs, and it may be subconscious or conscious. It may be actively done, or it may be passively done. And the thing is, if we become aware of this self-sabotaging behavior, we can reverse our fate. And that's the good thing. And that's what I am happy about. And yeah, through these 4 Thursdays at 10 a.m., um, if you're going to attend my talk, we will be journeying with me in and knowing what self-sabotaging behaviors we do in our life, and actually moving um, into or getting out of our way into our own success and to our own progress. So yeah, I'm giving you homework, guys. So uh, from you knowing why you self-sabotage, from you knowing what behaviors to do to self-sabotage, I would like you to actually look at your real why. Because, yeah, okay, I know this and that, then what's next? So, this is what's next. This is your homework. Find your real why. Why do you actually have the goals that you set for yourself? Why do you have those goals? What is your purpose in life? Because if you know that, that may lead you to actually um, knowing yourself, be aware of those self-sabotaging behaviors, and then work through um, empowering yourself and going through or in journeying to your success, to your goal. So yeah. And these are the questions that you may want to answer. So why do I really want to work on my goals every day and think long term? Because yes, as I have mentioned a while back, we do instant gratification. So instant gratification will not work for our long-term goals. So this is your question. Why do I really want to work on my goals every day and think long-term? See, you work on your goals every day. It's not overnight. And the next question is, why is it important that I work on my goals every day and think long-term? And then again, why? So I think this was presented by Coach Lean Garcia. So it's you do the why. So find your real why. Why do I have this goal? Why do I have to reach this goal? And then why? And then why? And then why? So this is your homework for attending this segment. And the next is I would like to say this to you. Start working on your goals and think long term. So I leave you with this. I found this on Google. I don't know who said it, but I would like to encourage you guys just for today. Just for today. Try it for today. And say this as affirmation and do it. I will not self sabotage anything, not my relationships, not my self esteem, not my plans, not my goals, not my hopes, not my dreams. Again, let's say together. Cherry, just for today, I will not self sabotage anything. Not my relationships, not my self esteem, not my plans, not my goals, not my hopes, not my dreams. And yes, guys, get out of your own way. Huwag kang paharang-harang sa sarili mo. Okay, so that's the end of my talk this morning. I hope you've learned something, and I hope you take those 3 questions and reflect on yourself. Maybe today, if you're at work today, maybe you could do it later tonight. I'll see you again next Thursday at 10 a.m. And if you have any questions, that just reach out to me or comment down below. Again, reach out to me through my Facebook account, personal Facebook account, Cherry Minas, or my Facebook page, Coach Chair. So yeah, I would like, as I end my talk today, I would like to invite you to visit our coaching hub, Decaf Coffee Republic, located at Pioneer Center compound along Pioneer Road, corner Brixton, in United Streets, Capitolio, Pasig City, just across Bayanihan Center. Our coaching hub is open physically from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., but virtual operations is 24/7. So as I've said, you can actually reach out to Coach Rizal through 0917-586-1661 any time of the day. that is 24/7. And yeah, thank you so much for joining me today. I'll see you next week at 10 a.m. Thursdays. I would say have a great, great day today and love bomb boom. Bye bye.